Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D. In today's video, we're going to do my collection update, my Black Friday pickups, everything that I picked up for Black Friday. Not everything was for Black Friday, but I got everything pretty much except for a couple of titles. I'll let you know. Most of this stuff was Black Friday priced. I had it for a little while, was waiting for everything to finally come in. I'm still waiting on one loose title to come in from a third party on Walmart. I forgot when you order from Walmart that you're not always ordering directly from Walmart, that they do have a marketplace sort of like Amazon. And some of their third party vendors are horrible with the shipping, but that's fine. I'm waiting for the title to come in. I'm not worried about it. It'll get here when it get here. And I took advantage of the indicator sale that they got going on, that they had going on at the time. Now, I'm not sure if these titles, they had a section that I bought from. And I'm not sure if that's the section is always that way or they was sale, but I know they was good. They was really good prices. The indicators, they was all Blu-rays. And I got 9 titles for $66. But here's the kick with indicator being in the UK. You're going to pay, they call it duty. We call it shipping and handling. It was $24 for the shipping and handling. So it shot a $66 order up to $90, which is not a big deal because it's if you want indicators that and you live in the United States, you're going to pay. Just like if they want criterions, they're going to pay. So it works both ways. So I was okay with that, but I'm not sure when they're going to get here. Looking at the tracking, the stuff just left the UK, heading to the United States. So I'm not sure when that stuff get here. I'll do a video for that. So look forward to an indicator pickup video. So anyway, we're going to take a look at some stuff that I grabbed off of eBay today, Amazon, Best Buy, and Whatnot. A lot of stuff from Whatnot. A lot. I mean, a lot of my guys on Whatnot, I've been shopping on Whatnot now for over a year. And I got a lot of vendors that I really deal with. They know me. I know them. Not personally, but I'm always in their streams. So they know, so a lot of good Black Friday deals on Whatnot. Everybody got good Black Friday deals. Some stuff, I'll let you know, some of the stuff that I got costs a nice little penny because one is a DVD, but it's not easy to come by. And one is a Blu-ray that's real hard to come by. So let's dive in. This is my eBay pickup. Upgrade. I picked up Upgrade. This movie was really good. I saw this not too long ago on one of the streaming services, maybe about a month ago. Yeah, about a month, 5 weeks ago. And I was like, wow, this movie is really good. I like this. I've seen it before, but I never watched it. I just, browsing. And I seen it, and I just never got around to picking it up. I thought it was something else. So I finally said, let me check that out. And man, I was really surprised. It was a good movie. I'm not going to tell you a lot about this one because maybe some of you never seen it, but it's a really good movie. It's about AI. You guys are going to like this one. Here's one that I seen from way back in the day. I seen this back in the day when I was younger. I got it, but I wanted it again. So the Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen in a Brian De Palma film, Dressed to Kill. You got Brian De Palma, Michael Caine. You in for it. And this was a good movie. Watching it again recently made me appreciate it more than when I seen it years ago. It's a really good movie. I really liked that movie. Another Nicky Cage for the Nicky Cage collection. We got Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, if I'm saying his name right, and Awkwafina Renfield. I dug this movie. I thought it was really good. I think Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult did a great job. I'm not a fan of Awkwafina's, but this was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. It was solid. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very solid. I saw this on, I forget what service I saw this on, but I saw this on one of the streaming services. So I said, I'll go ahead and grab it. And it's a fairly reasonably priced movie everywhere. I think most places this is $10, but it was on sale for $7. So I picked it up. And next, this is the last two that I got from eBay. These are 2 used Criterions. These was library copies, I can tell, because they got the typical markings of library movies. But this one is called let's see, One Night in Miami. Banging movie. I seen this movie before years ago. Great movie. But this is a used Criterion. The case is a little worn, not too big of a deal. And it's got some markings on it, typical of library copies. And a lot of libraries I noticed got Criterion. So if you want to buy a lot of used Criterions, you can. But there's a lot of times they're going to have these markings on them, like here. But again, the artwork is intact. The disc is flawless. For this to be a used copy, the disc, as you can see, is flawless. I mean, again, Criterion copy, it was cheap. Like, I think it was like $10 for a used Criterion. You know what they cost new, so I ain't got to explain that to you. Here's another one called Personal Shopper. The trailer for this one looked pretty good. I said, I'll check it out. Again, it's got the markings on it. Not a big deal. Again, the artwork is in there. The little pamphlet is in there. And again, the disc is flawless. I mean, that disc is clean. Only a little bit of dust on there. So, for $10 for a Criterion, I'm cool with that. So that's everything I picked up from eBay. Now we're going to move over to Amazon. I got a small pickup from Amazon. We're not going to get deep into the weeds until we start on Best Buy next. So I got this movie is Trapped on DVD. And again, it's a lot of politics with why some movies are trapped on DVD. There's licensing, of course. It always comes down to licensing. There's money. Then there's some stubborn-ass directors who don't want to who don't want to transfer their titles. They don't want to invest the time and money into transferring. It's just a lot of politics and red tape as to why. So I don't really ask why no more, because I pretty much know it comes down to the studio heads or the directors licensing or money. It's one of those. But anyway, He Got Game. This is a really, really good Denzel Washington movie. I dug this movie. I only saw this once. I saw it when it first came out, and I enjoyed it, and I said, let me go ahead and pick this up and add this into my collection. I really enjoyed this movie. It was really good, and it's a pity that it's trapped on DVD. Now, I'm not saying this needs a 4K. Every movie don't need a 4K. That's my opinion. Some people believe every movie deserves a 4K. At least Blu-ray for this one. At least. Speaking of 4K, this was on sale on Amazon for Black Friday, and it was $26. This is what you would pay for this during a flash sale. So I picked it up, and that's The Others. I got this on DVD, so this is a welcome upgrade. Again, I don't upgrade Blu-rays to 4K. I will only upgrade a DVD to a 4K or a Blu-ray. So I got The Others on DVD. It's leaving my collection for this bad boy. What a fantastic movie this was. This was a great horror / psych thriller. Good movie, well acted, well paced. Everything about this movie was on point. The jump scares was perfect. Everything about this movie, this was a really good movie. I'm not going to say it was a perfect movie, but it was damn good. I can tell you that right now. Nicole Kidman, there was something about her throughout this movie. I would say she was perfect in this movie. You know what? This was the perfect movie for what it was. It was damn near perfect. It was. Nicole Kidman, her eyes, her look. Her look is just, she got that look for horror movies. I'm telling you, suspense thrillers, she did this one very well. I'm sorry to spend so much time on that one, but The Others is a good movie. If you've never seen it or you don't have it, you might want to invest time into watching it if you got it, or invest a few coin and go get it. Preferably on that Criterion. This is a movie that I didn't have in my collection, and I should have. Again, you know my motto, guys. You can't have them all. But I'm glad I got it now. This is the 20th anniversary edition. Jeff Bridges and John Goodman, The Big Lebowski. This movie has come up in my comment sections on different videos. I think it came up in my John Goodman video I did not too long ago. And rightfully so, it is a good movie. It is. I haven't seen it, but I looked at the trailers and stuff for it, and everybody speaks so highly of it, so I'm going to say it's a good movie. I will get around to watching it, though. So what's that? That's 2 4Ks. Got a lot of 4Ks in this pickup. Clear and Present Danger. This completes my Jack Ryan collection. There's 5 total Jack Ryan movies. I got them all except for this one. I seen this one not too long ago, and I thought it was a fantastic movie. Harrison Ford did Jack Ryan twice. Ben Affleck did him once. Alec Baldwin did him first. And then the last one was Chris Pine. I think all of them were pretty good. I seen them all. They all were pretty good. They all was pretty good. I put out a poll, you guys. I think that poll might still be active. And so far, Harrison Ford is winning. Harrison Ford did him twice, so I can see why people feel that way. But me personally, I like Ben Affleck. I like Harrison Ford, no doubt. He's the best one, but nobody picked Ben Affleck in that poll, but I like Ben Affleck. He did a good job as Jack Ryan. All right, that's that. Now we got The Legend of 1900. This movie right here, I want to pull up some information on this movie because we're going to chop it up on this one. This movie is about a little baby who was born on a ship. And basically the crew of the ship raised him and took care of him, and he never left this ship. But he learned how to play the piano in such a way that it was like magical. And it's a big piano competition going on the boat, and some great pianists show up for this competition. But Tim Roth, he is magic on the keys. I'm trying to tell you. Clarence Williams III is magic on the keys. This movie is a movie that I wanted in my collection, and I was going to get it. Sometimes a movie I want in my collection, if the price is a little bit not where I want it to be, I'll just wait. I wasn't waiting on this one. I wanted this one. And I spent a king's ransom on this movie too. Now, for some of you guys who spend big money on movies, it's not a big deal, but I spent $30 on this, and it's a Blu-ray. It's not even a 4K. This movie is very hard to find. It's not easy to find, and it's hard to find the English one. There's a lot of imports of this movie. I don't know if I saw. I think I saw a DVD. I think it is on DVD, but if you want it on Blu-ray, you're going to spend good money on this, and you're not going to be able to get it from just anywhere. I was able to get this movie on Amazon. Again, it was $29.99 plus tax. So, and that was the cheapest I could find it. That was the cheapest I could actually find. Even on eBay, they wanted a king's ransom for this movie. I guess everybody knows how limited this movie is. It's called The Legend of 1900. What a movie. What a movie. Phenomenal movie. And I wanted it in my collection. The soundtrack is available on YouTube. Beautiful soundtrack, great classical music. It's called The Legend of 1900. Again, pricey, not easy to find, but well worth it. Tim Roth probably gave the performance of his career in that movie. I'm just saying. Now, that was everything from Amazon. So we got eBay and Amazon out the way. Now we move on to Best Buy. Big haul from Best Buy. A lot of good stuff from Best Buy. So I want to make sure that everything from Best Buy is in the stack and none of the whatnot got mixed in. Nope. Okay, so we're ready to dive in. Starting with Caddyshack. Had to get this one. It was $4.99. All right, we'll save that one for last. Got a bunch of 4Ks. The Mist. The Mist. I like this movie. I thought this was a really good movie. And I got to say this right off the muscle. This movie, there was a poll conducted. I forget what entertainment site, and they rated the movies with the most, excuse my language, fucked up endings. And this movie ranked #1, and I agree, this movie got a fucked up ending. For those of you who've seen this movie, the ending of this, you be like, yo, talk about getting dealt a bad one. Jeez. I mean, my man got dealt a dirty card at the end of this movie. Yeah, this movie has probably got one of the most jacked up endings I've ever seen. Period. It's called The Mist. It's a good movie. But that ending, that was dirty. That was a dirty-ass ending. The directors and writers and everybody involved in that movie had a sick sense of humor for that one. Anyway, A Christmas Story. Yeah! I think this was, of course, this was all these 4Ks was like 60% off. Some was probably 70% off. So I had to get A Christmas Story. I didn't have it. The Flash. So this movie was, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to call this movie straight up hot garbage. But it's a superhero movie. I collect them. So it doesn't matter if it's trash or not. So it doesn't matter. I collect all superhero movies. Marvel, DC, whoever. A Wonderful Life. Now again, I haven't seen this movie until I actually bought it. Wow. What a treat. I really missed out. What a great little movie this was. It was. It was a great Christmas story. It really was. I enjoyed this movie. Well, I mean, me and my wife watched that one. Just what a charming little movie it was. Okay, we got 2 Jack Ryan movies I picked up. Patriot Games and The Sum of All Fears. So that's 2 more Jack Ryan movies. Now, I've seen these before, but to get these on 4K cheap, I've seen them, but I never had them in my collection. Actually, I had The Sum on DVD, but I didn't have Patriot Games. So yeah, 2 more 4Ks. So we got a lot of 4Ks from Best Buy. Super Mario. A movie that I really enjoyed. Seen this back in the day. Fantastic movie. I dug it. Looper. This was a good movie. I'm trying to tell you. Really good. See, the 4Ks are rolling, baby. Casablanca. Yeah. On 4Keezy, baby. We got Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. And then we down to the Blu-rays now. Everything else is Blu-rays and one DVD from Best Buy. But I picked up, it was on sale, this Desperado Steelbook. I loved Desperado. Fantastic movie. And to get it on a Steelbook for $9.99, I was with that. And we got, and that's a Blu-ray. That Desperado is a Blu-ray. We got Coming to America. I had this on DVD. Glad to grab it on Blu-ray. Again, this is another upgrade, Ronin. And shout out to my boy Kenny over at Kenny's Movie Palace. When I did the John Goodman, he said he mentioned King Ralph. I totally forgot about King Ralph. I probably would have got it in my collection eventually, probably. But it was a John Goodman movie that I only remember seeing once when I was very young, and it just never popped into my head until Kenny said something. And Kenny, you were right. King Ralph is a banger. I got King Ralph on Blu-ray, and it's in one of these little retro VHS style cases. Really good. King Ralph is a movie that I enjoyed from my childhood, and it didn't really get the credit it deserved then or now. So shout out to Kenny. This movie puts me in the mind of Brewster's Millions. However, I will say Brewster's Million is a little bit better than this one. I like the story. The stories are almost the same, but I like Brewster's Millions a little bit more. Again, King Ralph. Good movie. I got the Austin Power trilogy. I have the trilogy on DVD. So to get this for a good price, I can get rid of the 3 DVD cases for this one slim Blu-ray case. I got to start saving space again because I'm running out of space again. I made space. Now I'm running out again. Here's one that I seen. Again, this is a childhood movie for me. This is a Steven Spielberg and Matthew Robbins film, Batteries Not Included. What a fun little movie. I mean, just what a fun little movie that you could just sit down and watch with anybody. You can watch this with grandma. You can watch this with the kids. You can watch this movie with anybody. Just a good time. I love this movie. This is just a good time from my childhood. Batteries Not Included. Fantastic little movie. It really is. Here's another one from way back in the day. What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio? Look at how young they are. This movie, talk about a coming-of-age movie. Wow. Okay? Talk about a fantastic coming-of-age movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape is a freaking banger. It really is. I'm glad to have this one in my collection. And I'm glad that I was able to get this from Best Buy because I looked it up on eBay. It's pricey on eBay, and it's not dirt cheap on Best Buy. This was like $15. So it is what it is. Here's another one that's not cheap anywhere. Really, if you want this one, you're going to pay about $15 for it too. On Blu-ray, you're going to pay. You're not going to get this in a $5 bin. Some movies you're not going to get in a $5 bin. This is one of them. Maverick. This movie, when I tell you I love this movie, I do. Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster, and James Garner. This is a great movie. I enjoyed it. And it's a lovely addition to my Western collection. Maverick. That's a good movie. Next up is a movie that, you know, when I saw this movie, I had to double check my collection twice. The database and actually do a visual inspection just to make sure I didn't have this one. Because I swore I had this one because I love this movie. It's one of my favorite zombie movies. But I didn't have it. The Crazies, yo. The Crazies. This is such a good zombie movie. I'm like sitting there shocked, like I'm sitting there with the dumb mouth, like I didn't have this in my collection. But I got it now. The Crazies. This is one of my favorite zombie movies. Timothy Olyphant. I love everything he's in. I gotta get Justified, the complete series. Now, here's another DVD. This is another movie trapped on DVD. And I guess I can see why this one is trapped on DVD, more so than He Got Game. It's just one of those movies from a bygone era. The Super with Joe Pesci. But I gotta tell y'all, this is a banger. This is a good movie. If you've never seen The Super, this is the kind of movie that made me wonder why Joe Pesci never did a whole lot. the stuff that he did, the comedy stuff that he did was good. Like the roles he did that was funny, like My Cousin Vinny, they were incredible. I'm surprised he just didn't do more of them because he's really good in these type of movies. Joe Pesci can flip the switch like no other. Him and De Niro, those guys can flip certain switches where they can become funny as shit or diehard serious, intimidatingly so serious, but then they can flip a switch and just become funny as shit. And The Super is one of those movies. It's trapped on DVD. I would like to see this at least get a Blu-ray. Doesn't need a 4K. A Blu-ray will be fine for this. But again, if you want The Super, it is trapped on DVD. Okay. I think I'm going to do a video on 10 movies in my collection, which I know is more because I got a lot of DVDs. I'm going to do a movie on the top 10 movies in my collection that's trapped on DVD. There's quite a few. Okay. That was everything that I picked up from Best Buy. That was a nice little haul from Best Buy. I mean, really. I mean, shit. Now we got the Whatnot haul. Everything from Whatnot. So this is mostly Blu-rays, but we do got about 5, 6 4Ks in there. Starting with Tom Hanks' Bridge of Spies. This is a really good movie. Definitely need to check this one out. This is a DVD. This is a DVD upgrade. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm retiring the DVD. I upgrade DVDs if the movie is cheap. This was $2. Like, this was part of a bundle. I built a stack. So this was part of a stack that I built. So it was $2. So yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a good movie, but it's not a movie that I would go out of my way to upgrade because I got the DVD. But for $2, I'll upgrade the DVD. Not a problem. Chris Pine and The Contractor. I like this movie. I like Chris Pine, so this was a good movie. I don't know what's up with Star Trek 4, Chris Pine. I know it's not him, though, but they need to go ahead and get that going. Here's a DVD upgrade, Collateral. Now, in all honesty, the DVD I had was a bootleg. I burned it. It was like I'm not going, again, like I said before, I'm not going to say the software that was used, but I had a burned copy of this. It was great, though. It was crystal clear, had all the menus, had a nice case that was fabricated for it, really nice, but I want the official tissue, so I want my entire collection to be official tissue. So I got Collateral on Blu-ray, so that's an upgrade from a DVD. Another Nicky Cage for the Nicky Cage collection. We got Guy Pearce, January Jones, and Nicolas Cage in Seeking Justice. Never seen this one. Nicky Cage do got a lot that I haven't seen, but there's a lot that I have seen. I had to get this movie. This movie ain't all that great. It's really not all that great, but it's Paul Walker, so I had to pick this one up. Vehicle 19. Anytime I see a Paul Walker movie, I just grab it. It's not that many. I got quite a few of them, but I wanted this one, but just because it was a Paul Walker movie, to be honest with you. This is an Aaron Eckhart movie. I like Aaron Eckhart. He's okay, depending on the role. But this one looks okay. I don't have super high hopes for it, but it's called Line of Duty. This one looks actually pretty good. Luke Grimes, Robert Taylor, James Beige Dale, and Frank Grillo, Into the Ashes. This looks good, though. Now, this one looks good. Here's one. I'll watch this one because I love Donald Sutherland. He's another actor that I would buy the movie just because he's in it without even thinking about it. I just like the way he acts. And this one is called American Hangman, A New Kind of Trial. This was a really good movie. I'm telling you, this was a really good movie. I'm quite sure this is a Dollar Tree Deluxe, just like a couple of the other ones, but this was good, though. Most definitely. American Hangman. This is a Western that looked like I'm not going to have high hopes for. It's rated super low on IMDb. That don't mean it's going to be a terrible movie, but it's not even. It's like 3.9, but I didn't know that until I got it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's called Run for the High Country. And it doesn't look all that great, but we're going to go ahead and check it out. It is what it is. Here's another one that I'm not having high hopes for, but I like Cuba. Christian Slater used to be I ain't gonna say he was a super talent, but he was a better actor when he was younger. He was. We got Sarah Ann Schultz. Let's see who else is in here. And Cuba Gooding Jr., some other actors in here that I'm not too sure. It's called Lies and Illusion. It looked good. I heard when I ran the trailer again, I jump into YouTube and I look at the comments, and it was the common theme. Everybody said the first half of the movie was better than the second half. So I'll check it out. This is a DVD upgrade. It's called The Prestige. This is a banging movie. So it was good for me to grab this on a Blu-ray. This is one that I wouldn't mind having on 4K, but again, the DVD came up for a good price, so I'll be content with this one in my collection. But this is one that I definitely wouldn't have minded having a 4K. I don't even know if a 4K is available for that one. I don't know. It's a Nolan film, and it's on Blu-ray. I'm shocked. Well, no, not Nolan. I was thinking about somebody else. A lot of Nolan stuff is on 4K. This is called The Redeemed. It looks like a crime movie, a family crime movie. It looks all right. And we all know this one. Silent Night. Violent Night. I think I saw this one. I think I saw this on one of the streaming services. It was actually pretty decent. So yeah. I know everybody was showing this in their Christmas videos. Next year, I'll be able to flex this one. So that's everything. Oh, no, that's not everything. That was just one stack of my Whatnot. I was just ready to say that's everything from Whatnot. I picked up this 25th anniversary edition of Akira. And for those of you who are anime fans, you know how important this movie is to anime. You know. The Nun 2. This, I like this one a little bit better than the first one. It wasn't great, but I did like it a little bit better than the first one. I'm not sure why they bothered giving us a second Nun. Out of the whole Conjuring universe, they could have went with something else other than a second Nun movie. They could have gave us something new within, the Warrens. They got that basement with all the haunted artifacts in that room. They could have picked something else to make a movie about to keep the universe going. I'm not sure why they went with a second Nun movie, but it's a whole timeline, and it's like its own little mini multiverse. So at some point, this will probably make sense in a greater scheme of things if they keep going with the Conjuring universe. I picked up the Robin Hood, the Russell Crowe version, and all I need for me is the Kevin Costner version. I will have all the versions of Robin Hood that I want. And yeah. High Voltage. Don't have high hopes for this one. I really don't. Now, here's one that's an absolute banger, and I'm really glad to have this one in my collection. Man, George C. Scott, I buy on contact. Changeling, banging ass movie. Really good horror movie. Really, really good. Fantastic horror movie. Seriously. Glad to have that one. And this one wasn't part of these two wasn't part of a $2 or $3 deals. These was bought separately. I had to do an auction and bid on these. Certain ones you're gonna do auctions on, and then some guy, Whatnot, you just gotta know who sells in what way. It's an auction site, but some guys don't do auctions. They'll sell it at a flat price. Some guys do that. Most guys do auctions, and then you'll have guys who will have flat rate stuff, the cheaper, more common titles like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They'll be $3, $4, whatever, 3 for $10. And then they'll have titles that they know they can get a little bit more money for. So they will auction a title like this, Changeling. Nobody's going to throw this one in for, you're not getting this for $3 from nobody. And you're not going to get this one for $3. So you just got to know how to buy on Whatnot. And the next set that I got is from one seller. He don't auction off anything. But he got new releases that he get in, and he charged a little bit more. Generally, his new releases is $8 to $10 for 4Ks, Blu-rays or 4Ks. He doesn't really bend you over. He takes the digital codes out. I think he sells the digital codes on the side. That's how he can afford to charge the price that he charged for the physical, because he removes the digital codes and sell those on. And I'm not mad at him for it, because I don't use digital codes. So I was able to get Oppenheimer. Now, this is a Blu-ray. The 4K was sold out everywhere. And I'm glad I got the Blu-ray, because I'll be honest with you, I liked the movie, but I didn't love it. Look, I get the hype. I get it. But I liked the movie. I'm going to say that I liked it. I didn't love it. It had a very long run time. For me to enjoy a movie with a long run time, it's got to be really, really engaging the whole time. And this gave me Pearl Harbor vibes. It had a long run time where I just felt like some of it could have been shaved off. I really do. Again, a good movie. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie at all. It wasn't, but I'm glad I didn't spend $30 for the 4K for it. So for me, I was glad when I got it and watched it. I was glad that I couldn't get the 4K because that's what I was going for. But again, a good movie. But for me, I can't speak for you, so don't get mad at me because I'm speaking for me. I think it was overhyped. That's my opinion. And I'm speaking for me. I don't care what you think on that one. This was a double feature. Jet Li's Fearless and Unleashed. I got both of these on DVD, so this is a great upgrade. So I'm killing 2 DVD cases for 1 slim case. And each movie got its own disc. I like that because for me, I do believe it's less compression that way. I do believe. I'm not an expert on that. Here's one that I thought I had in my collection, but I didn't. I really thought I had this movie. And this is another one I had to double check. Like, are you sure? Drive with Ryan Gosling. Great movie. Seen this movie a handful of times. Great movie. I mean, this is a good movie right here. And I was just shocked that I didn't have it. But I got it now. Here's one with Thomas Jane. Love Thomas Jane. And John Malkovich. Love John Malkovich. So I had to get this one. It's called One Ranger. This one is new sealed. So this one got the digital in it. So new sealed. This one was cheap. I mean, this one is new sealed, so he didn't take the digital out of this one. I don't think he do it with all of them, but The Expendables 4. I don't have high hopes for this one. I heard this is the weakest out of all of them. We'll see. I haven't seen that one yet. And now the digital for this one is missing for sure. This is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I heard this was okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's that. This one is with Mel Gibson, Desperation Road. This looked pretty good, and it's got a decent IMDb. It's not great, but it's decent. I like some of the later Mel Gibson movies. Some of them. Dragged Across the Concrete was okay, and there was another one called, was it called Danger or Dangerous with Tyrese and I think Clint Eastwood's son in that one. I think it's Sean Eastwood. I think that's his name, was in that one. That one was pretty good. And this one looked pretty good too. And it's another one, the Bloodfather. That one was good too. Here's one that I haven't seen, but I'm going to watch this today with the wife. Saw X. I haven't seen this one. Heard nothing but good things about this movie. Nothing but good things. So I will be checking this one out. I got a lot of new releases. Dirt cheap and whatnot. A lot of these was cheap again. I think this was like $8. You know what I'm saying? The Indiana Jones, $8 because the digital was removed. I think the ones with the digital was removed, he charged $8 for them. The ones with the digital, I think $10, something like that. I know his prices are reasonable. His name, if you're on Whatnot, you're looking for somebody who got really good stuff for good prices. His show, the host name is Alf's Car, like Alf Cards. That's his name, Alf's Cards. So like, and his logo is Alf. Remember Alf the TV show? Is Alf in a baseball uniform, signify Alf's Cards. So that's his name. You check him out if you're on Whatnot. His shows he only do shows, I want to say, 3 times a week. So you got to check him. I think Monday, he might do a show Wednesday, Friday. And I'm not sure if I think he do a Sunday show too, maybe 4 shows a week. Anyway, I got Gran Turismo on 4K. Digital code was removed. This was like $10. I got the Equalizer 3 from him, $10. The Meg 2, this one was like $8. Dungeons and Dragons, this was like $8. These are all 4Ks right here that I'm showing you. Here's another one. This one was like $6. It's a 4K. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now I got this on Blu-ray, and I'll be honest with you, I played myself with this one. I wouldn't have bought this one because I got it on Blu-ray, but it was sitting sideways, and and again, this is another thing when you're on Whatnot. Don't shop when you're tired, because sometimes the shows can go for hours. And some hosts You can type in, because you communicate through typing. You can ask the guy to show you all the new releases so you can just get what you came for. A lot of guys, I just, like this guy, I usually just like to go and browse his new stuff, buy that, because the common titles I could care less about. I'll look and buy a few, but he will actually stop the show and show people the new stuff, and then you can pick, because he don't bid, he don't do auctions. You pick it, he give you the price, you buy it. But this guy was sitting sideways under a stack. And I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I assumed it was the new one, the cartoon one, the latest one. It was really good. I enjoyed it, and I don't have it. So I thought it was that. I got it. I opened the box when I got it. I said, get the hell out of here. But it was all good, though. It's a 4K. It was like $6. And, yeah, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that one. So I can retire the Blu-ray, which I hate doing. I don't want to get rid of a Blu-ray for a 4K. That's just me, though. So that's everything that I picked up from Whatnot. I got 63. We went through 63 titles. This was going to be a long video. I knew it. Again, I'm still waiting on a Vinegar Syndrome order to come in. Not Vinegar Syndrome, damn it. Indicator. I'm still waiting on an Indicator sale stuff to come in. But let's go ahead and recap all this so I can get this stuff put away. Because I don't put stuff away until I do the pickup video. So this stuff has been sitting on my desk for a nice little bit. Let's recap everything, shall we, guys? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I could kick myself for this one. But it's a 4K. It's not the end of the world. Dungeons and Dragons. This was a really good movie. I enjoyed this one. The Meg 2. I enjoyed this one. I actually enjoyed the first one. I know it's a lot of flack for those movies, but they're good. There's a lot worse shark movies than the Meg 1 and 2. There's some real bad shark movies out there. The Equalizer 3. I wouldn't mind saying a 4. I didn't have high hopes for this one, and it wasn't as good as the first two, but the way it ended, it ended like the TV show, an episode from the TV show, to the point where I want to see maybe him and Dakota team up and do a couple more cases together. So yeah, you know what? I would like to see another one with Dakota Fanning in it too. And I like how it showed that Dakota Fanning, the woman who was killed in 2, who was his friend, that was her mom. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing another one. I was hoping, before I saw it, I said, I hope this is the last one. But you know what? The way it ended, I'm down for one more. I'm down for at least one more Equalizer movie. Gran Turismo, banger. This was a really good movie. A damn good movie, actually. I didn't see this one. Indiana Jones. Let me just move through this recap. Saw X. Desperation Road. The Expendables 4. Don't have high hopes for that one. One Ranger. I do got somewhat hopes for this one. You know, I mean, Thomas Jane, John Malkovich. Yeah, well, I'm hoping it's good. Drive. This is a banger. If you haven't seen that one, you need to check that one out. Fearless and Unleashed. Fearless is the better movie. Unleashed was okay. Oppenheimer. This is a good movie. I'm going to call it a good movie. It's not a movie I would go crazy over like a lot of people did. And you know what? Everybody's preference in movies is different. So the people who went crazy for this movie, I'm okay with that. I'm not saying that they are being extra about it, but I'm just saying for me, this was just overrated. Just a teeny little bit. Violent Night. And if Oppenheimer was 2.5 hours, I probably would have felt a little bit better about it. Probably. The Changeling, banger. High Voltage. Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. There's a lot of versions of Robin Hood. The Nun 2, a little bit better than the first one, in my opinion. You might feel differently. A little bit better than the first one. Akira, very important anime movie. Very important. The Redeemed. The Prestige. Lies and Illusions. Run for the High Country. It looked like a Dollar Tree store. I mean, a Dollar Tree movie. And I'm not knocking Dollar Tree movies. Well, I am knocking Dollar Tree movies, but that looked like a Dollar Tree movie to me. But I'm not knocking the people who shop at Dollar Tree for movies. Does that make sense? American Hangman. Into the Ashes. Line of Duty, Vehicle 19, Seeking Justice, Collateral, Contractor, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Bridge of Spies, The Legend of 1900. Again, this movie is not easy to come by, folks. If you can come across this movie, get it. Neil, let me know what you think of this one. I got this funny feeling Neil got this one in his collection somewhere. Clear and Present Danger, The Big Lebowski, The Others, He Got Game, Personal Shopper, One Night in Miami, Renfield, Dressed to Kill, Upgrade. Slide that up. Last stack. The Super. This movie funny as shit. This is a good one right here. Really. Like, that one makes me laugh just thinking about it. The Crazies. Man, I don't know how I didn't have this one. This is one of my favorite zombie movies. I'm trying to tell you. Maverick. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Batteries Not Included. Good movie right there. Austin Powers Trilogy. Again, shout out to my boy Kenny over at Kenny's Movie Palace. That's my boy right there. King Ralph. Thanks for bringing that to the front of my mind, Kenny. Robert De Niro in Ronin. Eddie Mumfrey in Coming to America. I forgot what movie that was, but the lady was like, I think it was one of what movies was that where they was spoofing Scream? Scary Movie, yeah. And the lady was like, she was spoofing this. She called the boy, the one black boy, Eddie, said he looked like Eddie Mumfrey, and then she was doing the Arsenio Hall joint. I forget what movie it was, but yeah, that's why I call Eddie Murphy sometimes Eddie Mumfrey, because the shit is hilarious. Desperado, Puss in Boots, Last Wish, Casablanca, Looper, Super Mario Brothers, Patriot Games, The Sum of All Fears, It's a Wonderful Life, The Flash, A Christmas Story, The Mist. Last but not least, Caddyshack. Well, that's everything from my Black Friday pickups. I still got the indicator stuff coming in. I'll show you guys when that come in. I wanted to get this stuff done so I can get it put away and off my desk. Thanks for watching. Thanks you guys for supporting the channel. I appreciate all the clicks. You come in, watch, you engage. I've been putting out a lot of polls, 2 polls a day. Thanks for the engagement on that. I appreciate it. Subscribers is going up slowly but surely, but that's fine. You know, we in for the long haul. And I'll see you in the next one. Next, I'm going to do what's leaving my collection. So I got some upgrades I've been building up some upgrades lately. So I'm going to do a video so you can see what I'm getting rid of. And then we'll start back with the filmographies. I kind of stopped for a little bit because that's all I was doing. I wanted to break it up, do a couple of things in between, then we'll go back to that. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.